Cool Choices, it's given a game and a fun spin on trying to be a little more environmentally friendly.
It definitely makes me think, and I like saving the environment and saving money. Who doesn't?
Cool Choices offers any kind of employer a way to align their employee community with their corporate values.
As an organization, it was a great engagement tool. We saw a lot of engagement. It really got employees coming together.
Cool Choices allowed me to get to know others in my company and get to work with them on sustainability, and it was a lot of fun.
I think what surprised me the most about the game was how easy it was to do.
It was basically log on, click, play a card.
Through a game like Cool Choices, you understand how many people can actually have an effect.
On a small level, each one of us, if we do the right thing for energy sustainability, we can change the world.
Cool Choices is a nonprofit that was created to inspire sustainable practices that reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So we were created to help people and companies adopt practices that reduce their emissions. And we came out of a recognition that technology isn't the whole answer. A really good example is here in Wisconsin, probably 80% of households have a setback thermostat. We think half of those thermostats aren't programmed. So it's not about putting more thermostats into homes. It's about motivating people to program the thermostat they've got.
Cool Choices, very simply, is a card game that helps people save money while it helps the environment. The benefit, however, to the organizations that we play, beyond those personal benefits that their employees are going to realize, is that this is also a way to engage your workforce in one of your corporate goals. The basic gist of this is that you organize yourself in teams and your team races other teams to complete the most cool choices over an 8-week period.
There's a selection of different cards to play, and you decide what choices you want to make that day. Some of them are things that you've already done, and some of them will be new choices, but you simply select the card, play the card, and you learn a little bit more about the action you're taking and the impact that you're making. And it only takes a minute or two to log on and make your cool choices and then move on. We added cool choice cards that were specific to our organization and some of the initiatives that we were working on so that people would become more familiar with those. So the game is customizable in that way, which was very, very nice.
Well, the reason our organization wanted to look at Cool Choices is we were trying to figure out how do we get our employees to engage more around one of our key strategies, which is around sustainability. Engaging our employees to let them become part of the process. And it's more than just about what goes on inside the company, it's about what they can do in their lives. And we were quite honestly struggling trying to figure out how to make that connection. And I think what Cool Choices allowed us to do was to bring it home to people.
We recently joined together with another firm. We thought that that participating in the Cool Choices game would be a great way for them to learn something about each other. And we were intrigued by the Cool Choices concept. We thought the game itself would be a great opportunity for our staff to engage in something fun, something that would involve them in a mission that went beyond just the day-to-day work responsibilities that they're used to performing.
The fire department was interested in Cool Choices for many reasons. For the department, obviously, everything is a fiscal impact, everything is a budgetary impact.
We spend an enormous amount of money on energy. We have 40 buildings and 36 of them are open 24/7, 365 days a year. And we live in our facilities, so it would be like a home. But like a business also.
When we were approached by Cool Choices, we thought it might be an interesting way to change the culture of the individuals within the fire department in hopes that eventually we would be able to save money long term. We have pretty much covered everything in the way of insulation, more energy efficient products, fluorescent lights, lights that shut off when you leave the room. We've hit just about everything we can. We didn't know where else to turn, and Cool Choices gave us the opportunity to find something new that we could use to save money, so we could use the money for other things.
Like everybody, you need to be motivated. And just to say, I want you to save energy, I want you to turn off the lights when you're done, but if you put a gamer on it, and most people, especially in firefighters, we're a very competitive breed. And so if you put a game to it, ooh, I'm gonna challenge that, and I'm gonna beat that game.
It's fun. Again, the competitiveness. I bet you our picture is better than your picture type thing. That's always fun.
What we started to see, especially through some of the videos that people would show of how they were trying to impact the environment and the choices that they were making, you got to see some things that were actually some pretty great ideas that came out of it that you never would have heard before. For example, how we could maybe carpool more. You know, they started to do it as one of the Cool Choices cards that were played. All of a sudden they said, hey, it's kind of fun to go to work with other people and it saves us some money too.
When I'm driving, I'm constantly looking to see what speed I'm at and, you know, should I have my windows down instead of my AC on? And just those little things that normally I wouldn't have thought about until I saw that cool choice and made that choice.
On a macro level, we really learned a lot about communicating to our employee base through the play of Cool Choices.
I've actually used a lot of what I learned with Cool Choices in doing the wellness initiatives. Like right now we have a weight loss challenge going on, and I've been doing weekly challenges just like with Cool Choices, and I've been getting the same great results.
Well, the goal of the game is, I think, sustainability focused, and we definitely had hard results from that were shown at the end, that we did do some really great things from a sustainability perspective. Our atmosphere really changed a lot, and the environment was great, especially before we played this game. Just a year prior, we had been two separate firms that joined together, and some of us didn't know each other very well, and when you're over 100 people, you can go days, weeks, months without even seeing somebody that works in the same building as you. So that was extremely valuable. I communicated with people that I hadn't yet really gotten to talk to, and we got to know each other and we worked together, and it was a kind of a nice vibe that it didn't go away afterwards. I mean, that's something we probably would not have done in any other way.
We were really surprised at the level of engagement, the number of people who participated, the ease with which they were able to do it. It worked really quite well for us.
Cool Choices as an organization has been more than willing to engage the culture of the Milwaukee Fire Department and to overlay their knowledge onto the Milwaukee Fire Department's culture and allow it to be absorbed in a natural, systematic way. And I think it's the best way for people to learn.
Firemen are very hesitant to do anything different. Change comes very hard to us. But the one thing that really surprised me was when they got involved in the game, how they really got involved in the game.
So I was surprised from someone who was in on the ground floor of this, how little effort it took to get as many people involved as we have. Our experience with Cool Choices has been fantastic. I would certainly recommend other organizations give this a go. I think it would be a very positive thing.
The fire department, they're keeping it real every day. You know, they're putting their lives on the line. They're providing critical services for the city. And if they could spend some time in a life or death job and focus on sustainability and then buy into it, then it's going to work anywhere.
Businesses now I think are focusing on employee engagement because of the potential benefits to business. The idea being, if we engage employees, they're going to be more thoughtful, more creative in the workforce, bring the behavior changes and the new way of thinking about things from out of the business into the business, and finding ways for business to become more efficient, to become more productive, to become more, I guess, environmentally responsible.
As it turns out, some people are not very motivated by science and rigor. They're motivated by a million other things. Their lives are busy, they care about their families, or they care about their health, or they care about their local community. And to be effective, we have to break through the noise of those things and inspire people the way they want to be inspired. And I think Cool Choices comes much closer than some of our traditional energy efficiency efforts to inspiring people.
Cool Choices is a different sort of program than what we see in energy efficiency generally. I think it's more innovative than the vast majority of standard energy efficiency programs. It's one of the few, if not the only program I know of that counts fun as one of the non-energy benefits of engaging with the program.
I've seen all kinds of change management programs. I've seen all kinds of sustainability goals and objectives. But to be able to engage people in a way that they talk about, that they share their experiences beyond just what happens on a day-to-day basis is what makes Cool Choices special, and it's what it makes it unique in the United States in the programs that I've seen.
Cool Choices really brought home a lot of the I think the little ideas that people can do on a daily basis and kind of bring them together, bring them top of mind, it really kept those things in the forefront for me personally, and then to see it happen throughout our whole organization, because I really believe that business has the ability to make significant changes in our world, and then when you get an entire employee population kind of moving in the same direction and all making cool choices, I think that was really exciting.
We would definitely recommend Cool Choices, absolutely. We're hoping that that as we look forward into the future, that we join a growing, let's call it, community of organizations that have gone through the Cool Choices experience.
Cool Choices has found the formula to engage a lot of people.
People were engaged throughout the length of the game. People were talking about it in the office, even here at the corporate office, which I didn't expect. But that was cool.
You know, it was just awesome to see these teams from across the country pull together.
It's been great just to watch the personnel who work for the Milwaukee Fire Department take to this and do the right thing and be so passionate about it.
You know you're doing something for the betterment of the world, you know, or the department and for yourself. Play the game.